voting for, Canada? Who you voting for, Canada? Yo, you voting for O'Toole at 35%, Justin Trudeau, Singh. Who's your guy? Who are you going to vote for? I think her name is Anna Marie Paul, and OTH, and this is the Bloc Québécois Blanchette. Hey, bonsoir, comment ça va tout le monde? We're talking about Canadian politics. Who you gonna vote for? Who you gonna vote for, Canada? Who you gonna vote for? Who you gonna vote for, Canada? Hey, Lindsay, I love you. Justin Trudeau. All right, Justin Trudeau. Right now, Justin Trudeau is behind Aaron O'Toole, the Conservative, by like over a percentage, it looks like. So it's almost 2% gain on the Conservatives. And you know, earlier in the polls, this guy was 10% ahead of this guy right here with this face. And this guy right here, what do you guys think of Justin? Let me know. Can you guys even comment? Can anyone comment? Most Canadians don't want to comment about politics because they're probably not going to vote. Justin Trudeau, well, that's good. Maybe we'll tune in through this way. Woo! This is so fun. Who you voting for, Canada? 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 No Liberals. Are you guys going to vote for the Bloc? Who you voting for, Canada? NDP. Singh's talking about relieving student debt. What do you guys think of that? Is that like legit? Who you going to vote, Canada? Yo, well, let me know who you're going to vote for, Canada. Who am I going to vote for? I'm actually asking other people's opinions because I think they may sway my vote. Let me know who you want to vote for. Who you voting for, Canada? Come on, Musta. Hi, handsome. What's up, Heather? We're talking to Canadians about politics. Is this... Let's see what this looks like. Let's say we just leave this. So who are you going to vote for, Canada? Liberals. The Liberals. What's up, bro? Jackie, what's up? I can barely see the comments, so make sure. It's, I'll just put my arm in there so we can read the comments, okay? Mustafa, what's up? Welcome, Mustafa. Who are you gonna vote for? Who are you gonna vote for? Jackie, obey. Do you think Canadians are gonna vote? Are you a Canadian that's gonna vote? Would you vote no matter where you're from? Do you think voting is important? Summer Fox says the NDP. That's Singh. That's Singh right there. You guys see him? He's at 20% of the Canadians right now in the polls. Let me know who you want to vote for. Do you think Canadians will vote? Do you think Canadians even think that democracy exists? NDP. You know, the NDP is an option to vote. What Singh is promising so much stuff, though. You know, don't you guys find that what he promises may be a little bit artificial? I don't know. What do you guys think of Singh right there? Yes, Conservative. Jolin's going for the Conservative. Jolin, let us know what's going on. Think O'Toole. What's O'Toole? O'Toole is promising. He's promising taking care of the budget, though. You know. So O'Toole right there. He's right here. Woo! He's at 33%. That's who's gaining right now. It'd be funny if no one voted. The fact is, in Canada, I think next to no one votes. Who do you think? What's the demographic that votes in Canada? Ouch. What's the demographic that votes in Canada, you guys? Do you know? Ooh. I don't know if this is working for us, this pick. Hey, who are we voting for, Canada? Aaron O'Toole or the Liberals? I can see your comments on my head, by the way. I'll do my best. It would be funny if no one voted. It'd be funny if no one even could comment about who they vote for. In Canada, they don't really care about democracy, honestly. I feel like Canada really needs to open its eyes. It's a nation of people of so much resources. I'd vote for aliens. That's right, Summer Fox. Where are you from anyway? Most Canadians vote for aliens. That's the way it goes. The Bloc Québécois in Quebec, of course. Alberta is it's like, for example, Alberta is conservative, like O'Toole, and his party, like in Alberta, this guy's stuff. He's trying to remove healthcare from Alberta. Like his party, Jason Kenney is the name of the premier here, and he will destroy Canadian healthcare and try to make the rich richer off it, making poor people have a hard time just getting their teeth fixed or something. You know, oh, you're First Nation and you're from Alberta, awesome. We need to clean up the debt caused by liberal handouts. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but I don't know if money is even real anymore. I don't know. It seems like money isn't real. They've been printing money, so I don't know if any government's going to get us out of this massive debt. The fact is that the debt exists, and they're printing money. And who's getting the money though? I think the world should just end already. Jesus, Summer Fox. Well, that's dark. What do you guys think? Singh for PM? I like the idea of Singh for PM, actually. Singh, he's young and he's attractive. He's got the good ideas. I kind of like that. What's the Green Party about? It's at 3.5%. Last time I heard that there's a lot of controversy with the Green Party. The Green Party, what's the Green Party about? Does anyone want to look it up and write it out? You guys want to learn about the Green Party? It's got 3.5%. And then there's other ones at 4%. The world should end. We should all just do our part to make it better. Ooh. People want to protect the world. Kim Sita, I think First Nations people would be down with the collapse of modern civilization. They could do well just dealing with nature, and because right now I think in Canada, just society is kind of messed up, and we don't know what's real. We don't know who are actually leaders and what they represent. He's the man that's dealt with racism, so he could help change racial inequality. If he's dealt racial inequality, that's true. If he's dealt with racism, but when I look at Singh, I think he comes from a very wealthy upbringing. I have a feeling he seems like he's not a poor guy. I don't know if he's ever really. I think he may be very wealthy, so I'm not sure what kind of society and culture he's going to bring. He doesn't seem like he's dealt with true inequality. I don't think he's been poor. Green Party needs Elizabeth May back. Yeah, I'm Elizabeth May. Yeah, I like Elizabeth May. NP promised are outrageous. Oh, NDP promises are outrageous. Outrageous promises for the NDP. It doesn't matter. He's foreign. Okay. I think the fact that Singh comes from, he's a person of color, I think that adds a lot of value. I think Canada could actually, I think having a person of color as the Prime Minister in Canada could actually add a lot of value and change the way the world sees Canada. But whether or not he is going to actually follow through on the NDP promises is kind of crazy. And I think, like, for example, who's going to vote for Conservatives? What is foreign to me? Yeah, let's see that. Someone else wrote that. I think he's a person of color. I think he was born in Canada. He's not foreign, he's Canadian. Someone said Singh is foreign, but foreign's a Canadian. I think he was born in Canada. I don't really know his background. I'd love to learn about his history. I think if he becomes Prime Minister, we're going to begin to learn. Who thinks that Justin Trudeau is going to come back? Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau. He's a Canadian, that's it, that's right. Malfunction, I have a feeling Malfunction, she'd vote NDP. This background is just not doing it for me. Nobody likes it. Can I make it smaller? Can make myself smaller in there. Hey! How zoomy in can I get? Hey guys. Hi. Hi. Oh, let's turn this thing off. It's ugly, hey? I can tell it's ugly. Who wants to know about crap like politics anyway, right? No, that's not the right button. Effects button. I'm hungry today. What'd you guys have for dinner? Yeah, I bet you he has. Mitchell, you're right. I boss vlog, Dana. Couscous salad, that's what's for dinner, hey? Nice. Salmon, I love salmon. I need some salmon. We're talking about Canadian politics. We're discussing the political ecosystem in Canada. Right there, that's Canada right there. It's a nation above the United States. This is Canada. And most Canadians live in Toronto, which is like around here somewhere, right? Right, this is like the greater Toronto, Ontario, all around here. I'm from Alberta, which is this province right here. It's backwards, but Brussels sprouts and carrots, I need some nice stuff. think it's possible for him to give every Indigenous community clean drinking water? Yeah, I think it's possible. Yeah, I think remote communities should be given access to technology and water for sure. But I think other people should also have access to more remote areas so that we can conserve them. And in a way, like, figure out how to live within communities that are remote. And I think other Canadians should get to have access to those too, because that will spread out the population. I don't like municipal living. I think municipalities like Toronto right now in Ontario, look at that high density living. That's what's making decisions for all of Canada. So, I mean, high density Ontario is going to make decisions about how Alberta's oil is dealt with. And the fact is Canadians don't have a fair shot. And, Eastern Canada is not Western Canada. And there's a huge division. There's division between First Nations people and the government. And there's also division between French and English, and a lot of division. Let's be real though. Do we have clean drinking water? I don't know, actually. The fact is like in the Rocky Mountains this year, the glacier that feeds the North Saskatchewan River is going is coming to its end. I'm not sure if people realize, but climate change is going to diminish and stop our glaciers from existing, actually. And they're going to go extinct. Canadian glaciers in the Rocky Mountains are going extinct because Canadians don't really care about the environment. It was a record-setting summer this year. It's been record-setting. Like, the heat this summer has been record-setting, and Canadians don't really care. Like, Canadians think that climate change is a joke. Let's be honest. The Conservative government, which is right now ahead, would love to be able to mine all the resources across the nation. From what my perspective, what do you guys think? Have you been to Ontario before? Yeah, I've been to Ontario. The fact is, Ontario, it controls Canada. As soon as you drive into Ontario, you realize why Canada is the way it is. Ontario, Toronto, those places control the whole nation. People there, the politics, the business there controls the nation, and Canadians are down. They like that. Good morning, lockdowns. What's up? Twana. I'm going to Prince George soon. I'm going to be in Prince George. It's the worst province in Canada. Mustafa, tell me about that. Explain. Alberta seems better. Alberta, does it seem better? I'm not sure anymore. Honestly, I think there's a lot of illusion and delusion in Canadian ideology. The fact is, what is a Canadian these days? What does Canada mean? I think it means it's like you better be working for some company and you're going to be a slave to corporations, you know. That's what I think being Canadian means. And you're going to be paying taxes to help and you're going to be choosing politicians who are going to be dismantling the nation and its resources, right? So I feel like, Canada is being ripped apart by politicians who don't care about, and what I think the people who care about this whole land are the First Nations people, and Canadians that really care about environment, about the future, and about generations, who have foresight, who have mind. A peace of mind. They as well would want to support First Nations people, because the way the colonizer group is working in the old government that's been established here in Canada is really to continue to I believe to destroy our land for natural and to just diminish our natural resources for next to no money, while the rich guy is really, it's what do you guys, how would you guys call it? What would you call this kind of what's happening in Canada? What do you think Canadians think? Like, we have a lot of racist people in Ontario. I mean, Alberta is very racist, 100%. Alberta is racist as well. It gets more destroyed every day. Haki, yeah, what are we going to do, though, about to protect it? I'm not sure. I think Canadians, who would you vote for to protect the natural resources? That's why, for me, people or politicians who have a dialogue and are creating discourse with First Nations people that is a legitimate discourse where they empower First Nations people to protect the natural resources, to protect the land, to protect the treaties. But I'm also, as a white guy and a first generation Canadian, I also want to know my place and all that too. Like, where do I belong? If I'm an ally to First Nation people, what's that? I want to vote for that world, but where do I belong to? As I move forward, I feel like the world is squeezing us out. It's forcing us to work for Amazon and be a slave for Amazon, or starve on the streets. I think those are going to be the options. You work for a Jeff Bezos or the government, or you're living in tent city. Come on. Edmonton is a tent city. It's crazy. Hey, they decide the rules, or who runs with the best intention. Yeah, they decide. Who decides? What about my job? We tear up the ground and add water and stuff for more houses. Well, I hope it's doing you well. You know, more houses for who? It's hard to compete. Caroline, it's hard to compete for what? For resources, for money, right? It's hard to compete against Amazon. It's impossible to compete. Amazon had the government had used infrastructure and cheated its way in, and the government allowed it to do that because of lobbyage. The fact is, the way, you know, think about Uber. Uber took over taxi industry, but it did it even though taxis were under bylaws. So taxis had bylaw; they had to pay licensing fees. So same thing with Amazon. Most stores had to license their store to practice inside of countries or municipalities. Amazon was just able to come in and destroy everyone's business, didn't have to pay any taxes and reap the benefits, and then use that money to pay off the cheap politicians. And that's what's going on in the world. The cheats pay off the politicians, and the politicians are cheats too. And the people vote for cheats and they fight for cheats. When the fact is, you know, it's weird. I'm not sure who to trust. We will never beat the convenience of Amazon. Yeah, we do. We just take back Amazon. Don't let it do business. Their business now belongs to us. Amazon is not a real thing. Amazon is just it's a construct. It's like a road, and you take it. It belongs to the road where it belongs. Ontario, Mustafa, man, that's everywhere. That's everywhere, Mustafa. It's very expensive. It's more expensive in Canada to live than in the United States. Tell me about the MLAs running in Edmonton. Allard area. You tell me about them. It's not hard at all to move to Canada. As long as you have money to pay off a politician or something. I know, but I feel the other provinces, they're all the same people, Mustafa. Canada is the same. It's the same in the United States. The only difference is like Canadians have Quebec and they speak French. For me, God is the reason. Interesting, God. I don't know about them or who to vote for. I like BC too. It's up to you to live with your purpose. That's right. Shin, thank you. Portuguese, speak African. Woo! Amazon stole its way in. It ravaged its way in. It used the internet. It's the internet, not just the delivery. Canada's your dream. Look, I'm Canadian. Many Canadians are angry with Canada. Well, that's for the municipal election. That's for the mayor, not the MLA. Yeah, it's very expensive. I spend $50. Like I spend $35 just on fruits. Fruits are expensive. I think bananas are cheapest. You know, you can spend $5 on bananas and have enough for a week. But I mean, it's like strawberries are $9. Strawberries are $9. Milk is $6. Cheese is $12. You know, that's Canada. Why are they angry with Canada? Because in Canada, there's no opportunities for Canadians. The only opportunities are for Canadians are to really get involved with the pretty greasy government. Like in Alberta, the Alberta government, for example, is selling its natural resources to, it started coal mining the Rocky Mountains. I'm not sure if you heard me initially, but you know our glaciers in the Rocky Mountains are melting away at record paces because this was one of the hottest summers in Canada, by the way. Jennifer Rice, I don't know. Who is she? When I look at your eyes, I smile. Oh, Lil, thank you. When I look at you, I smile too. Yeah, there's a little political show here. Who is this? Angie. Why aren't you saying anything, Angie? She's listening. She's Roman Catholic. She's sexy. That's what it is, Angie. Sexy Angie, quietly sitting and watching, understanding people's opinions about Canadian politics. Imelda, what's up? Who else is here? Who is this? Yo, Rosa. Rosa, not a word out of Rosa. Also sitting quiet. Mustafa, you're nice and loud. Kaylin, nothing. I haven't heard enough out of you. Satan, what's up? Kim Sita, I love you. Amanda, you're amazing. Malfunction. Canadian Malinois. Malinois is a dog, yeah? Malinois. Bruno, Caroline, I love you. Lil. Mitchell, you guys are amazing. Yeah, but oh, she's looking. I can tell. Angie, who are you gonna vote for? Give us a little bit about your opinion. I said hi twice. Kaylin, aw, I just want more out of you because you're hot. Okay, what do you want from me? Mustafa's giving it. I'm more calm in real life. I'm pretty interesting. I'm actually pretty intense all around. I'm Y to send requests. I'm Y to send requests. Interesting. The drawing behind you is broad. It's Canada. It's Canada. Actually, that's Canada. It's a map. We love you, Jacob. Kimsita, I love you. Half my problem is I don't know who to vote for. I know Jagmeet this time. All right. Well, Jagmeet's not, I don't think he's the worst decision. The fact is, who's awful. Well, I think that, when I think about Jason Kenney, the Alberta guy, he's destroying the healthcare system in Canada. And he's the same guy that Aaron O'Toole is with. So Aaron O'Toole, for example, I think would go ahead with, because if you noticed, Aaron O'Toole thinks he's tough, but he is not talking to Jason Kenney, and they're bros. They're bros. And Jason Kenney's not even around in Alberta. That's the way the Conservatives lead. They kind of keep their mouth shut. They get the power and they steal. That's what I feel like, and they steal from healthcare. In Alberta, healthcare, the provincial government's is getting affected by healthcare. So I don't want that, Go next to the sea, but who would I vote for in my city? Who do I find out? What are you talking about, Mitchell? There's two elections. There is a provincial election. A federal election, September 20th, and October 20th. There's going to be a municipal election here in Edmonton. So you've mentioned like mayoral candidates, and you mix them up with MLAs. So you are totally. You're totally not educated, and you're mixed up. You got Mike Nickel in there. Mike Nickel's running for example, municipal government, and Singh is running for the federal government. So there's three massive parties right now. There's Justin Trudeau, Singh, which is NDP, Justin Trudeau, who's liberal, and then O'Toole. We also have Aaron, I think. Anna Marie for the Green Party. So, and then there's the Bloc Québécois, which you can't vote for. So for federal, it sounds like, Singh. Vote for Singh, man. Get other people to vote NDP. Honestly, I like the idea of voting NDP. I don't like what the Conservative government has done to the Alberta healthcare system and how it attacks it. It's one of the reasons I don't think voting for O'Toole is a great idea personally, but people should talk about that. And then there's the idea of Justin Trudeau. Well, Justin Trudeau, in my opinion, handled COVID pretty well, in my opinion, especially for small business, for tiny businesses. I think he handled it pretty fairly, and that's my opinion so far of Justin. But also, well, he doesn't really have an accountable government, so it's difficult to get a hold of people in his government to speak to them. And Lily, I love your eyes as well. I see all those signs up. I see that, Mitchell. So listen, you need to be a little bit more educated. You can tell that you're kind of being torn into municipal and federal election. You can't see the difference, and that's pretty Canadian of you. I think there's a lot of Edmontonians thinking that they're going to be voting for Mike Nickel for Prime Minister, and I think it's funny. Those are the people I see in Mike Nickel, Jennifer Rice. So Mike Nickel is a mayoral candidate in Canada, in Edmonton, and he is going to run for mayor. I don't think he's going to win. We also have Sohi. Sohi was the Foreign Affairs Minister for the Liberal government. He didn't win his seat back, and he is now running for mayor of Edmonton. I think he's going to win. He was an ex-bus driver, and those are the people I see. So you guys, I love you. You can see my hair. I'm bald. DM me, by the way. We're just having a good time. Who's this? Oh, Daisy. I love you guys. I'll be back. Amerji, that's the guy I'm voting for, I think.